Hello everybody, this is MaxCaf, Mobile American Cross Country for Adventures and Freedom. I'm your host, Derek Bentley. And today we are going to be talking about unplugging from the system. Remember, your focus dictates your destination. Look towards freedom, not your chains. All right, we are here in sunny Yuma, Arizona. We are in full desert mode, and the air feels like the exhaust from a jet engine. All right, so you want to break from the system, you figured it out, and you want out now? Well, if you're the average, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill, boilerplate kind of person, it's going to be a little tough, but not impossible. I did it, so can you. The goal is to get out enough so that you can do the things that are important to you and you can leave the rest behind. Some of these are very easy to do. Some of these take a little bit of time and patience. But it's possible. And you can have fun with it too. Not only are you going up against algorithms, but you're going to be going up toe-to-toe with propaganda. All right, let's go through this list together. And I really want to hear feedback from you in the comments section below. It is important to me. And if you've got something to add, like, I don't know, maybe I missed something, I'd love to hear that too. All right, starting off with number one. The biggest hold the system has on you is your work and your debt. The work you do is to keep you tired, and the debt, that's just the way the system guarantees that you continue to work. I worked a lot of hours before I stepped down from airport supervisor because I wanted to be free real bad. All right, with that said, from now on, you only buy the things that you need. Upfront, necessary debt, the house, the car, big ticket items, sometimes you got to go into debt to get them. But don't go crazy here. You want to get just what you need. Now, avoid buying anything unnecessary. Buying crap, you're just selling your future, and you don't want to work any more than what you have to. Pay that debt down as hard and as fast as you can. Get it to manageable, and then get it gone. Sever the connection. And I've got more on this here in just a minute, but we're moving on to the second biggest pull the system has on you is that shit in your master feed. This is the system's attempt to keep you numb. Listen, the way the system feeds us is through everything that we take in. If you're just watching what everybody else is watching and letting the algorithms serve you up that cockamamie bullshit, that mindless junk it gives everybody else, your life is going to end up looking like everybody else's. Look around. Look at me. Most of these folks are going to stay trapped in the system forever. Remember, anything that threatens the bottom line is to be suppressed. I've got a bad habit. I like to watch a lot of news because of that clown show at the nation's capital. So, I've been trying to direct my attention to better things and limit how much news I consume. Stop letting the algorithm dictate everything that you see and interact with. Go outside and do something new. You can't keep living like everyone else and expect to find your way to this kind of freedom. Don't let the algorithm turn you into its little bitch. All right, moving on to number three, be mindful of your diet. The more fruits, the more vegetables in your diet, the better. I almost died from a preventable heart attack, and I was over 100 pounds overweight. And I'm still working on this, and I've gotten a lot way better at it. In my view, the food industry creates customers for the healthcare industry. You need to be more proactive about understanding what actually nourishes us. When we eat better, we feel better. This one is especially important to me since I'm going to be turning 60 soon. I plan to be here for at least 3 more decades. And this is an important subject, and I'm going to be covering this more in the coming months. All right, pushing forward to number 4. This is my personal favorite. And this kind of ties back to the cycle of the work debt thingy. The more things you own, the more you have to pay for them. It keeps you chained to a job that you just can't stand. Things used to be built to last, but today, a lot of this stuff is just all disposable junk. Don't let the system trick you into buying worthless junk. It's just not going to last for very long. When and where you can, buy the well-built stuff. It costs a little more, but in the long run, you get more use out of it with less problems. You know, there are companies out there that are pushing their low-quality crap, so be informed. Fun. It is profound when you are no longer living from paycheck to paycheck. You will no longer constantly stress out about your finances. Having that safety net provides an immense sense of freedom, and it removes a massive amount of anxiety. By clearing that mental clutter, you can really focus and put your energy toward what you're trying to achieve. That final payment on my truck was about $5,000. When I paid it off, I only had a few $1,000s in my freedom account. And when it was paid off, it just started to grow. You can start this journey with just a little bit of money. I know in this day and age it seems impossible. Seems like more and more people are living paycheck to paycheck, and you don't want to be one of those. You don't need a massive amount to begin. You just need to start tucking away the money. Every bit you set aside is potential future freedom. All right, number 6, seek out a mentor. YouTube makes this easy. It's an incredible resource, and that's how I found the nomads that I watched back in my day. In life, finding somebody that's already traveled the path that you desire to follow is invaluable, and learning from their experiences allows you to skip years of trial and error. If you can identify individuals that are a little bit further along on the path, someone who is truly free and has escaped the system, learn from them will accelerate your own progress. Fortunately, the internet makes it possible to find and learn from anyone who resonates with your journey. Hopefully, I'll be one of those people, and if not, I wish you luck, and I'll see you on down the road. All right, number 7, spend more time outside. It's really that simple. Look, we spend too much time in man-made boxes. We drive a box to work, we work in a box, we go to another box, work out, buy some stuff, and then we go to another box that we call home. You got to remember, the Industrial Revolution only happened about 300 years ago, and our lives are radically different now than what they were back then. During that period, more than half the population were farmers. I don't even need to look up what they are now, but I know it's a tiny, tiny percentage. We need to be more a part of nature, and being outdoors is where we are meant to be, not under a fluorescent light sitting in ergonomic chairs. Being in nature helps me slow down. Getting the sunshine and the fresh air changes my mindset. Number 8, get rid of those vices. Many addictive habits are promoted by the system. It keeps your mind and body in an unhealthy state. It's hard to quit. It took me years to quit smoking. It wasn't until I realized that my life was more important than keeping up with a costly habit. Every vice you quit is the system losing its hold on you. Your life and your health improves. All right, number 9, doing your own research and using your critical thinking skills. If you want to learn what everybody else is learning, you will get what everybody else gets. You have the sum total of human knowledge at your fingertips, yet most people let that algorithm rot their brain away. I picked up a real guitar after years of playing the air guitar. Do the thing that you've been fantasizing about your whole life. A few nights ago, I got to play and sing in front of a small crowd. The focus dictates my destination. Whether it's the library or the internet, do the research so that you can find your path out of the system. All right. Number 10, do nothing. In a world that demands constant productivity, we've been conditioned to feel guilty for every second that we're not making money or working. It is essential to break that cycle and take the time just to exist. Consider our ancestors. Their days weren't jam-packed to the brim like ours are. Oh my God. They kind of just kept themselves busy. Kind of like the typical American on a typical American weekend. Today, that natural rhythm has been mutated into a work week, and sometimes even our leisure time feels like we've got to be productive. Now, currently I am guilty of this, but it's not like this grind mindset that I had whenever I was working. Now, this is low stress. I'm enjoying this YouTube thing, and I'm bonding with my daughter. And while I'm at it, I hope to make a little bit of scratch. Now, whether it's taking a nap, staring out the window, or going for a walk, take the time to allow yourself to be at peace. Let your mind drift towards what is truly important to you at that moment and appreciate the small moments. Number 11, find community with the people who love what you love. Don't wait until you're free. Start this now. Make it a part of your lifestyle. Consider it the first and most basic step. Prioritizing joy and meaningful connections will motivate you to take the necessary steps to reach that life full time. Like I mentioned before, me and my daughter are working together on this YouTube thing. I'm really having a blast, and I hope my daughter is too. We're learning about each other, and you know what? We're having a blast. Do the things you love with the people you love. I'm lucky it's my daughter. All right, that's it for today, folks. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'm also curious. I want to hear about your journey. Put it down below. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.